The most common methods of self-defense include pepper spray, tasers, and handguns. Pepper spray is generally considered most effective because of its ease of use and high efficacy rate. Now, tasers are also highly effective, but primarily used by law enforcement. Police tell me a taser's purpose is not to inflict pain, but rather to subdue a combative suspect. However, I can tell you from first-hand experience that being tased is indeed physically painful.
Ready? Yeah.
The civilian version of the taser, I think, deploys out to 15 feet, and it starts a 30-second cycle of putting electricity into that person. And the idea behind that is it allows that person to put down the taser and run, and you have a 30-second head start, more than enough to get away from anyone or to go get some help.
The more extreme option is a concealed handgun. But because a gun has the ability to kill, it carries with it a much greater moral responsibility, and the decision to carry a firearm is not a choice to be taken lightly.
We're all for you taking advantage of any legal means to defend yourself. But with a firearm, you have to understand that there are a lot of buttons, levers, dials, and switches on a handgun. And so unless you're prepared and willing to go to the trouble to learn how to work what's essentially a small piece of machinery, then it may not be the best option. The other thing to understand is that we don't advocate you carrying a firearm unless you've made the decision that you're capable of taking another person's life to defend your own.
But no matter which option you choose, police say one of the most common mistakes people make is keeping a weapon in your purse or somewhere else where it's not immediately accessible. Instead, make sure it's at hand in a situation in which you think you might need it, like walking across a dark parking lot.
If it's not in your hand when the problem starts, it's not going to be useful. It's not going to be useful under the front seat of the car. It's not useful in the purse. More often than not, the purse is actually the object of the crime, and so the purse gets stolen, and then you're relieved of your way of defending yourself.